It's Wrestling Bants back again, and you know what that means. It's time for another review. Let's do this. It's AEW Dynamite, 23rd of March, 2022. Botches, bad referees, predictable matches. This was AEW Dynamite, ladies and gentlemen. This week wasn't the best. We started off with actually a really good wrestling match. There were two very good wrestling matches, in my opinion, on this show. And we got one to kick off the show. A good, old school, professional wrestling match. There wasn't a lot of heat to it, okay. But it was a good match. Dax Harwood versus CM Punk. Obvious who was winning the match. I'll give you that. Predictable. But they put on a good show. They got a good portion of time. And it was enjoyable. Dax Harwood proving he can work. Of course, we all know that already. CM Punk, just a good match, really. You know you're going to get it out of him. So it was a good match. Enjoyed it. Had the Billy Boys, ringside. Well, not ringside. They were front row, goading on FTR. And it seems to me that FTR are turning babyface at the moment. They're on a slow turn. And I'm thinking next week they're going to have some sort of interaction with MJF, and I think we could see something happen there. There's rumours that Bret Hart's going to be their manager. There was a bit of a homage to him in the match of him putting on the sharpshooter on Punk. So if it's going to happen, it happens. They're going to have to... You can't have Bret Hart as the heel, I'm sorry. Everyone loves Bret Hart. So are they going to turn him? Who knows? But their booking hasn't been the best. For me, they are one of the best tag teams in the world. That's damn straight. When he said that in his promo, speaking facts. And they haven't been treated as one of the best tag teams in the world, in my opinion. The way they've been treated in AEW has been piss poor. Piss poor. The shit they've had them doing, they deserve a lot better. And we should be seeing them having great tag team matches with other great tag teams that are in this company, but they're not being featured enough. Nowhere near enough. They're in the wrong positions. And it's just bad for them. So CM Punk wins the match and does the sign. He wants the title. And we all know it's going to be the world title. Well, not Excalibur. Not Excalibur. He doesn't think it could be the world title. You never know. It could be the TNT championship that he's going to go after. Or the tag team championship. Or the women's title. Who knows? Shut up, Excalibur, you fucking idiot. You muppet. Do me a favour. Fuck off. Take the mask off and just go away. You're shit, mate. Fucking shit. We know where CM Punk's going now. We know what direction he should be heading in, and that is the world title. Full stop. End of. He's the biggest name you've got on this fucking show, and start acting like it. Put him at the top. You got no one else there at the moment that's bigger than him. No one. So start treating him like the star that he is. This was a good match, though. I enjoyed it. We had a JAS promo. They're looking for Kingston. They're looking for Santana and Ortiz. And they ain't showing up, which is a shame, really. I'm missing my Eddie Kingston fix. I need my Eddie Kingston fix, and we ain't getting it this week, ladies and gentlemen. Which is a shame. Because next we got an 8-man tornado tag match. And this was a complete mess. It was just a brawl. No need for it. No point to it. You've got Sting, Darby Allin, and the Hardys. Again, beating the fuck out of Private Party and Butcher and Blade, who are just... Well, we might as well just see them as 4 fucking jobbers now. Because they've been beaten every single time I've watched them. In the last year, Private Party and Butcher and Blade, Butcher and Baker, the Candlestick Makers, have been jobbed out every single step of the way. So why is this going to be any different? What have you done now? You've beaten them again in a match that wasn't important. It didn't matter. You had Jeff Hardy doing a 20-foot fucking dive. A 20-foot dive. Not off of a ladder, but off the lip of the what was he on? It was on like by the window, by some window outside. He was ridiculously high up, and he was on like a window ledge, and he just dove off and went through a table of Butcher and Blade. And you've just ruined a spot that could mean so much more. Now he's done it once already on free TV. What a fucking idiot Jeff Hardy is. I'm sorry. He's a legend and he's done brilliant things in his career, and I'm happy that he's getting paid and he's in AEW, I suppose. But this was stupid. You waste a move like that on free TV. We've seen it once now. Nobody cares when you're going to do it again. If you're ever going to do it, you probably will. You're going to have to do something even more insane now, because you've done it once on free TV. Nobody's going to care if we see you do it again on pay-per-view. It's like, oh, okay, Jeff Hardy dove off something. You've just wasted it here. Wasted it on free TV, where you could have saved it and made it mean something a lot more when you do something like that on a bigger show, where people are going to pay to see you do something like that. Build it up to it, not just throw it away on a TV show. You fucking idiots. I'm sorry. He should know better. And then we go to the finish of this match, which was a complete botch and a half. Poor Sting. Why are you trying to get Sting, a 60-odd-year-old man, to try and do that finisher with Private Party in the first place? It was a complete botch. It looked fucking awful. And that's all you're going to remember. You're not going to remember Jeff Hardy diving off the window ledge. You're not going to remember that because of this fucking botch at the end. We've already forgotten about it. So that thing that Jeff Hardy did, putting his body on the line, we've forgotten about it. Nobody's talking about that. Everybody's talking about the botch. You fucking idiots. What a waste. What a waste. FTR promo, like I said, they're turning babyface. We've got another predictable tag team match player. Moxley and Danielson now going as, what are they calling themselves in this promo afterwards? He called themselves the Blackpool Combat Club. Oh, I've heard tough thing about Blackpool, man. Don't go down there now. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. Regal on commentary was just popped me huge when he just called Excalibur Man with a mask. Hello, man with a mask. He knows it's fucking ridiculous, as the rest of us do. A commentator wearing a lucha mask. What the fuck? He looks like a mark. And he needs to fuck off and do something about that. I know no one likes the word mark, but he looks like a fucking mark. I hate that word. He acts like one as well. I'm sick of Excalibur. Everyone treats him as a joke. He's a joke then. If you don't like the word, he's a joke. If you don't like calling him a mark, I'll call him a joke. He's a fucking joke. Anyway, predictable tag match. We know who's winning this one when they announced it. Danielson and Moxley going up against the Varsity Club. The most interesting thing is what the fuck's going on with Julia Hart? They win the match. Moxley cuts a decent promo and names themselves the Blackpool Combat Club. Okay. When are they getting the tag team title shot and when are they winning them, basically? This is a serious tag team. That's what I'm talking about. You got these two serious tag team wrestlers. And then later on in the show, the team that's supposed to be the number one team, my God. And the tag team champions, my God. Whoever's booking this shit is doing it backwards. So it's time for MJF's promo. And it was pretty decent. We got a whole load of security out there. And you know what happens when security are out there. Someone's coming down. He cuts a good promo, explains the history on Wardlow, and lets us know that he's still under contract with him and he's just going to make him his bitch, basically, for the foreseeable future. He's going to make us forget about Wardlow. He's going to send him home and we're not going to remember Wardlow anymore. This is obvious where this is going. It's been done so many times. We've seen it so many times in the years of professional wrestling where a wrestler owns the contract of another professional wrestler. It's going to end up with MJF versus Wardlow for the contract. That's where this is heading. But I'm going to enjoy the ride because we know MJF can tell a good story. Wardlow's over with the fans, and it could be actually really good. This was actually probably the best segment of the show, non-wrestling, in my opinion. It was good. The security guards, for once, were allowed to do their job. They actually, after, a few of them getting chucked around, they managed to manhandle and keep down Wardlow, and it actually worked. It was a good segment, enjoyable, and yeah, I enjoyed every part of it. MJF got a load more heat, and Wardlow's over, and I'm looking forward to seeing these two face off and Wardlow beating the shit out of MJF. This is what we want. This is professional wrestling done right. Well done. So then we're backstage. Best friends promo, and nobody cares that Trent Barretta and Wheeler Yuta never liked each other. Nobody cares that Wheeler Yuta's done with the best friends. It's just nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. They're friends and they're not friends. And I don't like, well, I never liked you. Who writes this? Who's coming up with this shit? The second match, and probably arguably the best match of the night for me, Adam Cole versus Jay Lethal. This match could have been saved for a pay-per-view. This match deserves a story. This match deserves heat. This match deserved a lot more than it got. Just a throwaway match on a TV show that everyone's going to forget about by next week. You could build this. You could do something with these two, and you're just not bothering. Just lazy. Just lazy. It was a good match, though. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to complain about the match itself. These two are probably two of the best wrestlers they have in the company. And I haven't seen Jay Lethal for weeks. You've done nothing. Since he's coming, you've done absolutely nothing with the geezer. Nothing. He deserves so much more. Where is the creative in this show? Help him, put in the top stars you have out there. The best wrestlers. Giving them something. Giving them stories. Giving them heat. Giving us something to care about. Not just we're not seeing him for months on end, or you have to watch him on YouTube, and then suddenly he just pops up out of nowhere and he's a number 3 contender somehow, but we never see him. It's ridiculous. It's not how you get people over, and not how you get fans interested in professional wrestlers. Someone needs to do a lot better. Booker of the Year. So we got a ladies' midget match. Layla Hirsch versus Red Velvet. No story to make us care. Why would we care about this match? This was botchy, green, and bad. Just terrible. Just went far too long for what they needed. And why? Why would you have to sit through all of this shit? Nobody cares about either of them. The fan reaction can tell you that. This was just bad. Just went way too long for two botchy green girls that I really don't want to see on my TV screen. Talk about green, Jade Cargill, and she's owning that. She is actually improving. She is getting a lot better on the mic, in the ring, and I want to see more of her. She is the top female star in AEW at the moment. She's undefeated, 29-0, going for 30. Just keep this going. At least she's got something going on with her. Do you know what I mean? And we got another bad promo. Oh my goodness. Tony again. Tony just interviewed one women's champion out the back, and he's run like the wind, like Flash. He's out on the stage. My goodness. How does he keep up with it? He must be as fit as anything. Fitter than any of the professional wrestlers there, because he can zoom about all over the place. Tony Schiavone, my goodness, hats off to you, my friend. Very, very, very impressive the way you get around. Round, 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 he gets around. Yeah, get around. Ooh, he gets around. Anyway, Tony's out front now with Thunder Rosa, the women's champion. So we get one women's promo, followed up by another women's promo. But she doesn't even get a word out because it's, excuse me. Oh, it's like 2000 and whatever again, 2010. And we're having to sit through her fucking brutal promos. Here comes Vicky Guerrero. The only reason she got a job was because of her husband. Why do we still have to sit through this bullshit? And it was fucking dreadful. This is the one part where you would actually think, yeah, she needs Thunder Rosa needs a script. She needs to be told what to say because she can't talk for shit. And you gave her the women's champion. She's your women's champion. She's the one who should have someone talking for her. This was dreadful, and I thank God for Nyla Rose because she actually saved this awful abortion of a segment. It was fucking dreadful. And that's your women's champions, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is... You need a script. She needs a script. She needs to be told what to say because she is fucking dreadful on the mic, Thunder Rosa. Supposedly, she's an illegal immigrant. I don't know why they threw that out there. It's just ridiculous. Shit creative with bad execution. Just the worst. You don't want to see it. And then we get to the main event of this show, ladies and gentlemen. The Jericho Appreciation Society against the Dork Order. That's right, the Dork Order. And somehow, by some means and some way, they are, the Dork Order I'm talking about, the #1 tag team in AEW rankings. How the fuck did that happen? From what I've seen, from what I've watched, the Dork Order are a bunch of job guys. They look like job guys. They talk like job guys. They smell like job guys. They're fucking job guys. Jobbers. And you have Long John Silver taking out the whole of the Jericho Appreciation Society. You got one person, him, the little midget guy, running around, beating the hell out of all of them, even Jake Hager. It was ridiculous. They should have mowed through this team, and it took them a while to do it. We had Danny Garcia and Jericho against John Silver and Alex Reynolds as our main event. It was a squash. This should have been a match on YouTube that is a fucking squash match. Not your main event of Dynamite. After the main event week, you go and put this on. It was a joke. Fucking joke. At least put Cole and Lethal as your main event. That had a main event feel to it, but you just put that somewhere in the middle just to get lost and forgotten about. It's all about Chris Jericho and his fucking ego. Still playing that Judas song so people can sing along to boost his fucking ego. It's a joke. Let's just stroke Jericho's cock and make him feel great about himself, shall we? Some more. I was a fan of Chris Jericho, but he's starting to lose me week by week. Jericho Appreciation Society is a fucking joke. It's laughable that this is actually a thing, and they're going. I like this Danny Garcia geezer. He's actually got some talent. If he ate a sandwich and put on a few pounds, he'd actually be quite good. The old 2.0 geezers, I don't know what their names are now. Daddy Magic, and I don't know what they're calling the other geezer. His sidekick. They're just dreadful. And why is Jake Hager still in professional wrestling? And what the fuck was he wearing tonight? This is a joke, man. He looks like a fucking buffoon. This whole thing was laughable. This was one of the worst AEW shows I've watched in a while. If it wasn't for the two decent matches, I would have switched off. Terrible. This was a terrible show. Not good. Bad promos, big botches, and the one person that pissed me off the most, ladies and gentlemen, Aubrey Edwards. And finally, some fans are starting to see the light. She sucks. She fucking sucks. Get rid of her now. She is a laughable. She's embarrassing as a referee. She don't count ever. When people are out the ring, there was no counting. When people are in the corner getting choked out, she got to 4 and then stopped. There were so many moments in the match where you're like, why is she not counting them out? There was one moment in the match where Jericho tricked her into believing that 2 of the door corners had hit him on the steps. And even JR commented, that should be a disqualification. But she just sends them to the back. She just doesn't know the rules of professional wrestling, it seems. Or she gets lost out there. She is not a good referee. She's exposing everything. She is fucking dreadful. Get rid of her. Oh, we can't because she's a woman. Oh, you're being harsh because she's... No. It's not because she's a woman. I've seen other women referees in WWE. They have some decent female referees, actually. But she is fucking dreadful. It is her. It is not the fact that she is a woman. No problem with some of the female referees out there. It is her that is the fucking problem. She either needs to go back to refereeing school and learn from someone like an Earl Hebner or Charles Robinson, someone like that could teach her how to fucking referee a match properly. If this is what she wants to do seriously and take it serious, she needs to go back and learn how to do it properly. Learn the rules, when to count, when to get involved, when to stay the fuck out of the way, when to stop doing these silly movements. She's just dreadful. Fucking dreadful. And if she don't want to learn, then she needs to be taken out back and put a bullet in her fucking head. Just get her out of the fucking way and off my TV screen. She is fucking business exposing fucking bad. The tag match ended with, of course, we knew who's winning this one. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was pretty much Dynamite for you. It was bad. A bad show with bad referees, botches, and that's all we're going to remember. That was all we'll remember is the botches and the bad referees. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Let me know what you think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I don't care, really. See you next time.